Jimbo's Garage.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Jimbo's Garage. Well, today's project is going to be a little interesting today. We're going to be using a lot of my new Rykon woodworking tools that I purchased earlier this year. The Rykon wood planer, Rykon bandsaw, and the Rykon wood lathe. We're going to be making a wood carver's pallet today, wood carver's mallet today. Oh, what a lot. Okay. We're going to be making a wood carver's mallet today. Now you guys that watch my channel regularly know that I do a lot of metalwork projects, woodworking projects, a lot of welding projects, and you might say that I'm a jack of all trades, master of none, but I really enjoy working with my hands and I enjoy doing all the projects I do. So let's get started with today's project, the woodworker's mallet. The wood carver's mallet. The wood carver's mallet. All right, so we went over to my scrap pile of wood that I have, and I pulled out this 3x8 piece of what they called soft maple. And I got to tell you, it's nowhere near soft. But anyways, I just started marking things out. A buddy of mine gave me this piece of wood. I knew I'd use it for something sooner or later, and I thought this was a good opportunity. Took it over here to the cutoff saw and sliced it up. Took it over to the bandsaw, cut it in half. Yeah, that bandsaw worked really nice, man. I'm so glad I got that thing. It's a really nice piece of equipment. And then ran it through the Rykon planer, and this is really the first time I've actually really used this for anything, and smoothed everything off really good, all four sides, and got ready for gluing things together, and that worked out really good. And here we go with the glue. Put a lot of glue on there, nice and generous, and spread it all around. I want to be sure that I cover every single possible corner there is and get a lot of glue on there. Once it got that done, just clamped everything together, and I just let this one dry overnight. And so there it is, all glued and clamped. And the next day, took clamps off and ran it through the planer again. So we're going to get all four sides nice and smooth to create a nice smooth surface. And boy, the planer worked really good for that. I had no issues with it whatsoever. Did a great job. Now I'm back at the bandsaw here, and I want to get a perfectly square piece to start with. So that is about 3.5 inches. So I had to slice off a little piece right there, and that worked out really good. So there's a perfect square. And to make things a little bit easier on the lathe, I took the bandsaw, took the table, put it on a 45, and you see me just whacking off, each corner of the square to, soften the edges up a little bit for the lathe. And this is a backboard that I made to separate the wood lathe from the metal lathe. I noticed that when I'm doing this, all kinds of sawdust or wood chips are flying over on the metal lathe, and I don't like that, so I created this backboard, and I'm going to talk more about that in another video to come here pretty soon. But once I got everything all centered up in the wood lathe, it's time to start turning. And this is quite a process. The very first thing that I want to do right here is, create a perfect round sphere, if you will. And that was a lot of cutting, and I'm new to this, so I just got a new set of carving tools along with some tools that were handed down to me, and so I'm learning how to use all these and all the different tools, and so it's probably taking me a little bit longer than it would a guy that turns wood all the time. But anyways, you can see that I got it working my way down. It's perfect. And now I'm starting to shape the mallet out itself. And again, this is quite a process. You see me using these different tools, different gouges, and trying to figure out what they all do. It took a little bit of time, but eventually, here we go. The mallet's starting to take shape. And I got to say, it's kind of fun, kind of interesting. This whole process here took me maybe about an hour and a half, but not bad for a guy that's new to wood turning, and I think overall turned out pretty good. And you can see I'm just finishing the end up, and I'm starting the sanding process. I started with 80 grit and worked my way down, and just cut it off here at the very end. And once I did that, took it over to my belt sander and just kind of softened up the end of the nub there where I cut it off. And we're ready to finish it up and get a couple coats of linseed oil on there, and put like 2 coats on there, and that took like 24 hours for it to dry between coats, and there it is, complete. Pretty happy with it. Okay, well there you go. The wood carver's mallet. I've got a couple of coats of boiled linseed oil on there, and I gotta say, I had a good time with my new Rikon woodworking tools. I used all 3 of them on this project. They all performed outstanding, and I'm really happy the way that things turned out. I'm really looking forward to doing more wood turning projects on the lathe. This is my first go around, and hey, I'm pretty pleased with the way this turned out. I'm not a wood turner by any means, but hey, this is pretty cool. And like I said, I'm looking forward to doing some other projects. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more videos.
See you next time on Jimbo's Garage.